sell. Sawada. At least I don't think so. It's hard to tell at times. She laughed. If you, Roran and Murtagh were locked in the same cell, I'm not sure who would survive. Aragon laughed as well. Roran, he's not about to let a little thing like death stand between him and Katrina. Sawada's smile became slightly strained. No, I suppose he wouldn't at that. For a score of heartbeats, she was silent. Then, goodness me, how selfish I am. The day is almost done, and here I am detaining you, merely so I can enjoy a minute or two of idle conversation. The pleasure is mine. Yes, but there are better places than this for talk among friends. After what you have been through, I expect you would like a wash, a change, and a hearty meal, no? You must be famished. Aragon glanced at the apple he still held, and regretfully concluded it would be impolite to continue eating it when his audience with Nasawada was drawing to a close. Nasawada caught his look and said, Your face answers for you, Shadeslayer. You have the guise of a winter-starved wolf. Well, I shall not torment you any longer. Go and bathe, and garb yourself in your finest tunic. When you are presentable, I would be most pleased if you would consent to join me for my evening meal. Understand, you would not be my only guest, for the affairs of the Varden demand my constant attention, but you would brighten the proceedings considerably for me if you chose to attend. Aragon fought back a grimace at the thought of having to spend hours more parrying verbal thrusts from those who sought to use him for their own advantage, or to satisfy...
What? Hey, can you hear me? Gameplay, microphone, audio. Can you hear me? Alright, cool. So yeah, there... Oh. So yeah, this is a whole bunch of new. Oh, you don't even have any of your permissions anymore. So this is the new spawn. There's a whole bunch of new rules, ranks, and currency system. Down here, everything is pretty much different. I'll start over here. Over here we have the Nether entrance, which connects 3 other towns that are one town that is almost completely built, and another town that is just getting started. Eventually there'll be one more town it connects. And here's the end. Once the end is found in in this world, this portal will become active. Over here we have the farm. The farm actually has a built-in daylight sensor, so it lights up the farm at night. The farm will actually light up at night. What you haven't seen is up here. That whole tunnel where you had your chest is now been completely remade. The bank is finished. All the way down here. Here, let me just give you this for now. Don't go into creative mode. Just enable your fly really quick. It'll be easy to show you around. So this is the market district. It starts off with villagers, and then works into actual player shops. From here down is all player-based shops. Down here we have a really cool area, like lagoon, with the first houses you get with your first rank. We got a water elevator here to get up and down. Eventually those signs, all the signs will be edited. From here there's not really much that has changed inside. Hey, hey, hey. Follow me. If you need a sign, let me just make you a sign. Alright. You there? Are you there? You there? I hear your... Oh, there you are. Alright, I'm coming right back over. I'm behind you. So, here we have, basically the center ravine area that was always here. Things you haven't seen. This area here is for a quest. It's a really cool forge system that we have set up. I would let you take a look at it, but only staff can take a look at it. It kind of ruins the rewards for the quest by looking at it early. And when completed the quest, you're bound to not tell another user about it. There's no real punishment, but it's frowned upon. Down here we have mob grinder. You can fly, it'll be easier. Up here is just the spawner itself. I'm probably going to be reworking them soon to make them a little bit more efficient for their mobs. Where else? So back here, one thing you haven't seen in the farm. I'll just teleport you to me. back here, and down here we have cow farm. They take a minute, and they don't always like to work. Um, this area here might eventually just get. Oh, there they go. They only spawn when there's the majority of people. When majority of people are at spawn, um, which is a bit annoying, but will be fixed once we go to the PC server. In here we have our community chest area. Um, Down here we have our grow room for mushrooms. Oh, you lost me. We have our mushroom grow room over here. Down here we have quests, a quest so far, and places for a few other quests. If you go left, there's the quest that I was telling you about for that forge upstairs. When you're done reading that, I'll meet you at the top of the stairs. There's a few inaccuracies in it, but that's the issues with speech to text. I wasn't gonna sit there and type every single character out. I pulled up my phone and typed everything out. Alright, and let's see. This is the exit out. Down here will eventually be a new quest. This is just a dead end right now. Over here is actually a couple of quests. There's this one here, which I'll show you in a second. And then there's this one over here, which has another part that goes here, and a third part that goes in this room over here, which will get made. This quest is actually one of the most beneficial that has been made to the server, and unlocks a large majority of extra content and progress to start that extra content. It'll be one of those like prerequisite quests for a lot of other quests. Oops. I don't like that. Alright. And down here, all the way back out. Let's see. Down here we have a little mini game area, and it was going to be a casino, It might very well still be a casino. I just haven't really put much work into it as of late. It's got a couple different mini games here. Lava, a lava game. Lol. And let's go back to that back. Over here we have a little storage area for the mini games on both sides. They were going to be a mini game in itself, but it was just too small to work properly. Here we have a really cool mini game. This is to decide, like, I use this to decide where you at. Oh, there you are. I use this to decide, there's two people. If you're gonna walk out here, I would fly. If you touch the ground, you'll start to get hurt. Um, I used, like, two people are arguing about one item or something like that, and I don't feel like fucking deciding, uh, and dealing with it. I have two people with 16 arrows each stand down at either end, and, whoever gets more lights lit wins. You can see the other person's lights, but you can't hit their lights. Over here we have a really cool design that I was working on that I might use everywhere else as an aquarium. Um, that aquarium might just go over here where the other aquarium is filled. I need to grab a block really quick from my inventory. Here. Um, just a little cool, like, pool. Let's see. A few more things that have been added. And then that's just this town. Let me teleport you to me. So, over here we have the start of Storage Wars. Eventually there'll be locker units filled. Up here there is the Temple of Time that's been started. Gotta copy the same thing on the other side eventually, and then build the walls. Over here, this whole massive area out here that's been flattened is gonna be the upper class. Once you get to your very last rank in the server, so far, you'll get a big massive plot out here, probably 20 by 20, 25 by 25, something like that. Um, this is the wall design that's gonna go around it. This is the wall design that'll go around it. You'll see the other side of the wall over here, but it'll get. What was that? Right. But it'll be, pretty decent looking wall with a moderately decent, probably a flat face of some sort, or flat-ish design to the wall. But yeah, that's what this whole massive area is over here. currently, if you follow this all the way over here, to your left, you'll see me kind of floating out in the distance. Nope, other way. Don't worry about this in the sky. It's a 3D map that I'm working on for building the server. Down here, just another pool over here. Then you come all the way down this pathway through here, and then out these doors over here. You come in the newest district behind you. The newest addition to the server, which is this area here. This house here is gonna be is for sale. Nobody has enough money to buy it yet, but it's $750,000. This here is a fishing dock. This will be for sale. What else is there? There's this here, which is a business. When you complete the 3-part quest that I was showing you earlier in there, that will have 3 parts to it. The third and final part will be to come up with a business for the server, kind of something like this that can get tied into the spawn or to the spawn town or some sort of thing. I'll find area for it when somebody completes the quest for it. But you know, it's a nice business, a property you get to own. It'll be the first property you own, and then once you gain money off your property by having people live in your property and move into your property and pay for your property, you'll get you know, more and more resources and stuff. I'm probably gonna have a second account eventually host. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, so I probably even shouldn't even bring it up. But and then over here we have the newest edition that I'm working on, which is the farming district. You know, there'll be a quest in here that you have to go and complete. And when you complete the quest, you know, you'll get a 16 by 16 property that you can go from ground height to as high up as you want, and have your own farm. And that's what this area will be for. I'm not sure if I'm putting a wall around it yet, or how I'm going to work it. There'll be some sort of building in this like cliff face here. And then this is just a really cool entrance into town. I don't know where you went. I'm over by the trees. Oh, there you are. This is just a really cool entrance that takes you into town. Really cool, like, cliff face side. I was like, alright, well, let's see what I can do with this. And it just takes you up inside, back into the town. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that's gotten changed for this town. If you want to wait a second, I'll teleport you to another town. Let me fly there really quick. Okay, it just popped out. Let me get out of here. And then have you just teleport or have it teleport you to me. Okay, host options, teleport to me. There we go. So you could fly around this town. It's not very big, but there's a lot of pixel art. This is the city of thieves. You there? Okay. Oh, you already fucking responded. Damn it. Oh well, you lost your shit. But yeah, this is spawn town, and the other town really isn't much of a town yet. It's only getting worked on and only starting right now. There's one more town that's in the works or in plans. It's only the planning stage right now. It hasn't even been started. And that's an underwater city. But yeah. Oh, that other quest I was telling you about. That's this building over here with the vagina entrance. This here is the dungeon that you have to go and complete. Careful going down there, there's mobs everywhere. But there's 3 floors of it, and you complete all 3 floors, and then you beat the quest. But yeah, that's the server. If you wanna continue to play on the server, let me know. It'll be open quite frequently. Let me teleport to me. Clear my inventory. Drop down an ender chest. Take out the starter kit. And go ahead and take everything out of this. There you go. And then take that. Throw that back in here. Break that. Clear my inventory. Before you do get started, I do have to ask you to come up here and read the rules really quick. They have changed. And then I'll update you on some rules that are currently I have to change. Um, keep inventory is allowed, PvP is allowed, name tags are off. Um, keep inventory if name tags are on, keep inventory is on. So a lot of times I'll turn keep inventory on for a split second so I can kill myself and then to get back to spawn or to get to where I need to get to. And yeah, if you ever get caught with if you ever, you know, dying keep inventories on. Just make sure you say something, and you obviously get to keep all your stuff because it was a staff fuck up. Over here is the PvP leaderboards. I forgot to mention that as well. Outside over here, this is the PvP leaderboards. Basically, when you're competing in PvP or you kill somebody, you don't actually get to change your stats, your information. All the changing of this board is done by staff. There's a separate board in the staff area for any discrepancies that should arise with this board. So, I screenshot all the time. My live stream is always recording, so I always have record of what different people have for kills, and I also kind of know because I'm always here. But yeah, and then this thing here upstairs is a potion shop to your left. This big building right here to your left is a potion shop upstairs, where your potion shop at a brewing stand area, so you can make potions. That being said, that's pretty much it for the server rundown. I just ask that if you are going to build, please don't build anything on the surface. If it gets raided, obviously, like before, if it gets raided, I'm not at liberty to fix anything that gets raided. It's on you. If you want to have your own size house at your own at your own discretion, to do so requires the understanding that your shit may get raided. If anything you want safe, there's a bank for that, and when you get your first rank, you'll have housing to store your stuff. There's currently at spawn that motel looking thing are properties for new users to the server. I'm not sure where you're at right now, but I'll be standing in front of it at spawn. It's the little motel duplex. What is that? No, that coming through your mic every once in a while. It's almost like interference. It's almost like something like a phone's ringing. It sounds like that. It's weird. Nothing. It's a dungeon. When you have to go through and defeat the dungeon, um, to get the reward for the quest. And it's a repeatable quest. Uh, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but yeah, that's the main gist of it. There is no grief. There is no mob griefing allowed. Yeah, the server settings are as follows: fire spread is off, TNT explodes is on, but that actually it's off whenever it's only on when I'm using it. Um, Daylight cycle's locked to on, so it goes day and night. Um, Somebody can pay to set it to day if they wanted, if they so chose to. But to set it to day, it's $1,000. Um, so the currency in the server, back at the rural area, um, as follows. Golden nuggets are worth $1. Golden ingots are worth $10. Gold blocks are worth $100. And there's another currency now that nether stars are $1,000. Nether stars? You get them from killing the wither. Yeah, you have to first kill enough wither skeletons to then spawn the wither and then kill a wither just to get one nether star. Let me see if I can get this staff member online. Nobody's really been on late in the past week or so. I'm guessing it's because school started back up for a lot of people. I graduated like 6 years ago. Invite players. Yeah, but you're not gonna find them. They're all hidden pretty well. And you can't obviously raid in any towns. The towns are the only other town you haven't seen is in the massive jungle in the very, 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 very bottom left of all the maps. Oh, yes. Let me get a map. Oh, oops. There you go. And the very, very, very top right of the map is completely off limits to all users. Um, It's very dangerous right now. It's supposed to be a war zone, a whole war zone island, with Bowser's Castle and the Fire Temple in it. But there's going to be a lot of a lot of undetonated TNT ordnance and a lot of undetonated explosives wired everywhere. And the object is to get through the minefield to get to Bowser's Castle, where inside Bowser's Castle will be shitloads of diamond and a whole bunch of different resources that are highly valuable to players. And being so valuable will cause a lot of players to want to go there, so it'll be a very high PvP kill area. Especially since the only safe place away, the closest safe town away is Spawn. All the pricing and stuff I'm currently in the process of writing down and making. I'm gonna write it all out into a book and quill, and duplicate it like 50, 60, 70 times, and then just give out copies of the book so everyone knows the guide prices. And they'll be like, if you're playing on the PC server, you do /sell hand to sell to the server for a very, very low rate, which will kind of be what the bank is for. You bring your items to the bank buys them for a very, as if you were using /sell hand or /sell all. And then the bank will also sell all items in the server at a very, very high rate to encourage the player market and to encourage people to not just sell everything to the bank, but to sell things to other users. I'll control how much. The reason why I do that is so I can control how much money actually goes into the economy. So I know, right now there's about about $200,000 in the server right now. It's still currently in testing with this currency. I want this currency to work, but I also can't let too much currency get out to start, or it could desperately ruin the economy that I'm trying to create. It's weird. It's incredibly complicated the way I'm making it work, but it's gonna work. Been studying a lot of business stuff, hoping that I can kind of get an economy started. I've also owned a few different PC servers and ran economy servers on the PC. Actually have been hired on as staff to fix economies that have been broken by glitches and bugs and abuses, and was able to clean it up within about a month. Different promotional things to get rid of all the excess currencies and servers. I do, I was hired on a few PC servers to uh, try to fix economies as preventative resets to act as a preventative reset. If you understand what I mean by that, to fix the economy uh, in the intentions of preventing the need to have to reset the server because of the economy issue. And a lot of things like that will actually break economies. And recently, when you had first joined, it was dragon heads. Dragon heads were not going to work. You know, I can't have dragon heads. There is no way to attach a worth to just one item. And say that, alright, so, you know, dragon heads are worth $1. Alright, well now everything has to get dumbed down so much. So instead of shrinking the price range of everything, I said, alright, fuck it, we'll work it with, you know, kind of like the US economy, where, you know, you have your 1, 10, 20, 30, $40 bills. Well, in this server you have your dollar, $10, and $100 bills. And $1,000 bills. So you have your four currencies. You have your four forms of currency. And so far it's been working. I've tested the theory on a few different PC servers and it works. I've ran a few models and they all project that it should potentially potentially you know what I mean. I'm exhausted. I didn't sleep last night because I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule, so I got a whole day of being awake without any sleep ahead of me. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, I sleep. Yeah, I completely hear you there. So were you quitting the server? Is that why you had put everything in a chest? I wasn't for sure. You just never kind of recontacted me. Uh, so you won't be on much. Uh, but yeah, we're gonna be you found a what? Oh, if I'm not mistaken, you are. This kid's an idiot. Whose house was this? I forget whose house this was. It's been so fucking long. This was somebody's house right here. I don't remember who built it. Oh my god. This kid has built massive tunnels under his house. I wonder if you'll stumble upon it. Or just pass it by. I don't remember whose house this was. Oh, I remember who it was now. I don't think he's on the server anymore. The very next server we start on the PS4 version at least will be a what you call it server, an extreme server. So all the features of the server, all the landscapes will be extremes. How did you get all the way up here? What the fuck? Oh, you're the one I hung. I was wondering how the fuck you got up here. Lol. Nothing against you, but I hate straight tunnels all the way down, so I'm gonna fill the tunnel in all the way up from behind you. Nice. But yeah, the whole concept behind the towns, the bottom left city is a city of elves. The spawn city is a city of dwarves. That's why we're built inside of a mountain, the way we are. Um, yeah, I know who this is. This is the house you were near earlier that I said I wonder if you would find. Yeah, it's a pit. It's a pain in the ass to get all the way up the stairs, for sure. Good luck. I can fly, so it makes it a lot easier. This kid's such a fucking dummy. You're fucking built so close to the fucking surface. No wonder why your shit's gonna get found. Like, I helped him hide his entrance because I knew he was gonna get found and raided. But he fucked the whole tree up, so now it looks mad sketchy and obvious that it's a fucking house. At first glance, you wouldn't notice it was there, but upon, investigation, you'll find out. I don't even think this kid plays the server anymore. I think this is like VS Mock or someone that was banned from the server. So it doesn't matter. I'm actually gonna kill these off because I don't know whose house this is, and whoever it is hasn't been on in a long time. Yeah, it's not a bad location either. I would look out here. Um, so yeah, there's another entrance over here. If you come inside and up the stairs to out here. Yeah, this whole area here was me fucking with this kid with a whole bunch of TNT. That's why the hole underneath is actually hollow over here. I was fucking trying to kill him. Fucking with him. But yeah, then you're just really quick run back to spawn anyways. And if I'm not mistaken, you should be able to get there via boat very easily. Yep. Yep, you can get right to it. That's fucking cool. There. Now there's a water pathway to here. If you take the river, it takes you here. Most of the server is accessible via boat. It's actually one of the preferred methods of travel, or recommended methods of travel. Yeah. And the zombie pigmen at spawn, drop them. You can make a couple grand an hour farming them. Not to mention all the free experience, not to mention all the experience you get as well. You can make into books and enchantments and sell. But yeah, this light has to go out of here. You can see your house way too easily. At night. That's the biggest issue you're gonna find, is keeping your house hidden at night. That's how I find most people's houses when they build them on the surface. That's why I recommend the tree cover over your entrances. I broke the torch outside your front door. This door over here. There was a torch out here that kind of made it really obvious. This kid's house is getting destroyed. Is what? I'm not near you. Of 64 what? Make it into blocks. It's easier that way. Condense it down. It's much easier to keep track of. This is unacceptable, dude. And let me guess, this house goes, this thing goes right towards spawn. If it does, he's not gonna like the results. I always check on people's houses to make sure. It does. Let's see where it goes to. And it goes right into town. Okay. So this is not allowed, and this is gonna get he's gonna get yelled at for this. That's not acceptable. Not you. Somebody fucking just built this kid has a house that's really close to fucking town and did a terrible job at masking the fact that he was trying to dig into town. So I'm gonna yell at him when he gets back on. Next. It's not acceptable. That's $700. Where'd you just find all the gold? Mining? In that house? Oh, then that's a recent player's house. Actually. There's actually somebody recent. At least recent to the... I don't know if they still play, though. I think it's Perry Slap's house? I'm not sure. But until he gets a mic, he's not allowed on the server. I can't stand it when people don't have mics and they're trying to join. And then I have to constantly get ping, 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 ping every time they message me. I live stream whenever I play, so that's a bit obnoxious. Every once in a while, I'm gonna have to get off the server today to hop on Call of Duty or something to wake my brain up. What's that? Lol. That would have sucked too. I recommend waiting until day and making it back to spawn and, you know, farming some food so you have some. But at that note, I'll be right back. I gotta take care of a few things, try to walk around, drink something, wake my brain up. I don't drink coffee. Oh, I still have 2 single cores. Cool. Oh, okay. Cool. Makes that easy.